this is Mithun and I'm telling the famous 5 stories. I'm in the first book called Fire and Treasure Island. I'm in the 7th chapter. In the previous chapter, there's a big storm which lifted the wreck which is on the bottom of the sea and threw it in the shore. The children wanted to explore the wreck to find the boxes of gold. Now let's see what happens in the 7th chapter called Back to Kiran Cottage. The 4 children were surprised and excited. For a minute or two, they didn't say a word. They were all staring at the wreck. After some time, Julian said, "Isn't this wonderful? Oh, George, isn't this an extraordinary thing to happen?" George didn't say anything. After a while, George turned to Julian and said, "The people didn't bother when the wreck was down, but do you suppose that people will let me have it for my own?" For that, Dick said, We'll not tell to anyone." For that, George replied, "Don't be silly. If a fisherman comes to the bay, the news will be out so soon." And Dick said, "We'll go and explore it now, before anyone knows." For that, George said, "No, we can't. We might reach there by boat, but the waves are too big and it won't suddenly go today, and the wind is too strong." Julian said, "We'll go early the next morning." So for that, George replied, "Yes, that's a good idea. We'll do that. Like I already told you, divers went in, but they found nothing. Of course, it'll be hard for them to go down. But now the ship is up and we can easily find something." Soon the sun came out and they all warmed themselves. And he asked, "This is an exciting day. Why don't we visit the wreck now?" For that, George said, "No. The wreck hasn't settled yet. It might get lifted by the big waves. And I don't want my boat to get smashed into the rocks. Wait till tomorrow. We'll get up early and come here." So everyone watched the wreck for some time and went around the island again. It was not very large, but it was exciting, with a rocky little coast, the inlet where they parked the boat, a ruined castle, circling jackdaws, and scampering rabbits everywhere. And he said, "I love this place." George felt really happy and thought, I often come to this island, but only with Timmy. I never thought I would get visitors over here." And she also thought that sharing doubles the joy. George said, "Well, the tide is low, let's go back home." So everyone agreed that. Everyone was so tired that they took turns to row the boat. But Annie didn't, because she was not that strong to row a boat. While going, Julian said, "The wreck is on the other side of the island. No one can see it unless someone goes over there. And I want to get up at dawn." George said, "I can get up at dawn and I'm used to it. What about you guys?" For that, Julian said, "Of course we can. And here we are at the beach. And I'm tired and hungry." George said the children to wait for a few minutes to drop, and I'll go and drop Timmy to Alf, the fisher boy. They all sat for tea. And Fanny baked ginger cake with black treacle, which was dark and brown in color. The children loved it, and after they finished it, they said, "This is the best food we have ever ate." Then Aunt Fanny questioned, how was your day? Annie said, it was wonderful. The storm was grand and it threw up. When she said up, the two boys, Julian and Dick, kicked her. George also wanted to kick her, but she couldn't reach. Aunt Fanny scolded the boys for such a behavior. Annie stared the boys in tears. Then Aunt Fanny again questioned Annie, what did it throw up, dear? What this storm threw up? For that, Annie said enormous waves. And she also said that I'm not afraid of storms as much as tea. When she was about to say tea, she said tea, and the boys shouted like there were tame rabbits, and it was so exciting with cormorants, jackdaws, which came chuck, 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 chuck. And Aunt Fanny laughed and said, good, now you have eaten ginger cake, so it will be sticky. So you go wash your hands and you can't go out, so go to your room and play quietly. Uncle Quentin was busy, so they all went to their room. Julian took the table and turned it upside down with a crash and said, this is the wreck, let's go and explore. Suddenly, the door flew open and a man came with a frowning and angry face and said, George, did you overturn the table? For that, Julian said, I did. And then Uncle Quentin said, I don't want any more noises. Then I will not let George and your cousins go out from tomorrow. George said, yes, my father will not let us go out. And I think we will not play this. So Annie played with her dolls, Julian fetched a book, George had a small piece of wood and was making a boat, and Dick was sitting in the chair and thinking, how the wreck will be. The children decided to sleep early. But George said, no, my mother will think that we are ill and will not let us go out tomorrow. And I think we'll sleep after supper time. Supper time came, they ate, and then when they went to bed, it was 8 p.m. Annie went fast to sleep, but the others didn't. George thought about, I should take Timmy for this adventure. Timmy also needs to be involved in this adventure. And this is the end of this chapter. Thank you guys for watching this video. Wait till the next chapter comes called Exploring the Wreck. Please subscribe and hit the bell button to get more videos on me telling the famous 5 stories. Thank you. Bye-bye.